Yeah.
Hey, this is Tony Jones.
I'm the Reverend Russell, and this is the Hardest Question video blog, and we are really getting to the end of year B here.
This is our last passage from Mark in year B.
Right.
Odd place to end.
And it's really weird, I think. I like it, though. Pray that it may not be in winter.
I wonder if you put in the church bulletin a multiple choice question, or maybe it would be better as a short essay of, what do you think is the desolating sacrilege?
Right, yeah.
Because it's like, this is, as you said before we started filming, it's Mark's apocalypse.
Yeah.
And it's, of course, you can't turn on a Christian television station without hearing these verses quoted as saying, like, here it is, like, we're in the end.
Wars and rumors of wars,
nations
against
nations, famines and earthquakes.
Right, yeah.
Like, that's happened ever since Jesus said it. So it's a little, Jesus is a little bit going with, like, the horoscope writer.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm general enough, it will apply to everybody, and everybody will think it's particularly written to them.
Right, exactly. Oh, no, see, obviously this is talking about now. You know, one thing I did find interesting about this, he says at the beginning of this section, this pericope we're reading, that these are the beginning of the birth pangs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's giving birth, there's birth pangs. And then he ends it with, woe to those who are pregnant and who are nursing. Yeah.
So he goes from saying, like, you would think about birth pangs to going, oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's like,
it may be painful, but something good is going to come to be.
Right.
But then woe to those who are pregnant and nursing.
Right.
Because they have to flee to the hills, and it's harder to flee to the hills.
Winter.
When you have to, because then he seems to get very specific, like you're going to have to flee to the hills outside of Judea.
But I wonder if there's something going on there, like there's some giving birth, like this is the beginning of something, but then why woe to those who are giving birth?
I don't know.
I think that those two things are not in there by accident.
Yeah, right. I mean, I guess you could look at it and say, why did Mark stitch those two things
together?
Yeah, Jesus said these in two different speeches.
And why would he stitch them together?
Or you say Jesus said it, and there's a deeper meaning there that we have to.
I think that's what we have to find out. Like, what is beneficial about these birth pangs, about these end of times, about
and yet fearful of those who are fearful to those who are nursing and.
Right. It's kind of like, I like global warming because in Minnesota the climate is much better.
Yeah.
But my children, unfortunately,
will pay the price.
Well,
the last thing I think I'd like for you preachers to ask is, again, it's not necessarily for the text itself, it's for the lectionary writers.
Yeah.
And why'd they stop at 18?
Yeah.
Now, I guess we haven't looked back to see if 19 through 23 are covered earlier in year B, but it's just an odd place to end the liturgical year in Mark.
Right.
Without getting to where Jesus really kind of brings the whole thing to a head when he talks about false messiahs. So you might want to actually include that and go all the way through 23.
Yeah.
Be alert. I have already told you everything. Because that's another intriguing line.
Yeah, that is good.
Jesus says, I've already told you everything.
Now go back and figure out what it means.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck preaching it.
Yep.